The Social Security Administration, SSA, a system on the brink. The Social Security Administration, a cornerstone of American social welfare, is teetering on the precipice of collapse. Internal turmoil, fueled by drastic cuts and controversial policy changes under the influence of Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, has plunged the agency into a state of complete, utter chaos, according to its beleaguered employees. This isn't just an administrative headache, it's a potential catastrophe impacting millions. Consider the scale. In 2025, nearly 69 million Americans will rely on Social Security benefits each month, a total exceeding $1.6 trillion, a staggering 22% of the federal budget. While challenges exist, stemming largely from an aging population and rising costs, Social Security remains deeply popular, providing crucial financial security for tens of millions. Yet, this vital system is under siege. Musk, in his characteristically bombastic fashion, has labeled Social Security the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time, a claim echoed, albeit less flamboyantly, by Donald Trump. This rhetoric fuels a narrative of widespread fraud, justifying the drastic measures taken by DOGE. These measures, however, are painting a grim picture. The SSA website has suffered repeated crashes this month. Internal documents reveal DOGE's ambitious, yet potentially disastrous, plan to migrate all Social Security data and rewrite the underlying code within months. This reckless undertaking threatens a complete system meltdown, leading to further outages and potentially irreparable damage to irreplaceable data. The consequences are already devastatingly apparent. Phone services for the public have been slashed. Field and regional offices across the U.S. face closure, exacerbating an already dire staffing shortage. The agency is operating at a 50-year staffing low, a stark contrast to the record number of beneficiaries it serves as the 65-plus population surges. This understaffing isn't a new problem. An August 2024 report from the SSA's Office of Inspector General highlighted a record backlog of payment actions, directly attributed to insufficient staffing, overwhelming workloads, and slashed funding. This critical shortage has led to improper payments, as overworked staff struggle to keep records updated. Despite the chaos, the agency's operating overhead, as a percentage of benefits paid, has impressively shrunk by 20% over the past decade, now standing at less than 1%. This refutes claims of inherent inefficiency. The SSA, experts argue, is operating as effectively as possible given its crippling resource constraints. Musk's attacks extend beyond simple accusations of inefficiency. He's peddled dangerous conspiracy theories, including a white supremacist narrative about Democrats using entitlements to attract undocumented immigrants, a claim he repeated on Senator Ted Cruz's podcast. He's falsely claimed that immigrants are fraudulently receiving benefits, ignoring that providing Social Security numbers to legal immigrants began under Trump's administration, and that dead people are collecting payments. These assertions are demonstrably false. The acting commissioner has debunked the latter claim, and the 2024 fraud rate for direct deposit was a minuscule 0.00625%, with less than 1% of payments identified as incorrect. Billionaire Howard Lutnick, U.S. Commerce Secretary, aptly commented that only a fraudster would complain about a missed Social Security check, highlighting the absurdity of these accusations. Experts further dispel the myth of widespread fraud involving deceased individuals. The persistence of old Social Security numbers in the system, dating back to the 1930s, doesn't indicate fraud, but rather reflects the practical limitations of data management. Acting Commissioner Leland Dudek, appointed after reportedly leaking information to DOGE, has acknowledged DOGE's control over agency decisions. He's even threatened to shut down the SSA in response to a court order preventing DOGE from accessing sensitive data. This blatant disregard for the agency's crucial role underscores the gravity of the situation. An SSA spokesperson, while acknowledging office closures and the return-to-office mandate, offered little reassurance, focusing on administrative justifications rather than addressing the underlying crisis. The pattern is clear: a deliberate dismantling of a vital social safety net driven by misinformation and political opportunism. The consequences for millions of Americans are potentially catastrophic, highlighting the urgent need for intervention and a return to evidence-based decision-making before the SSA is irreparably damaged. The question remains, will anyone step in to save this crucial institution before it's too late?